In this video, we're going to be going over the new Hornady Aeromatch bullets in 30 cal, particularly the 175 grain 30 cal bullets. We just shot the 168s in a separate video, and we're going to be shooting the 175s in this one. So the gun is a Bergara Premier barreled action that we put into an MDT chassis with a Leupold scope on here, and it's got a Bix'n Andy trigger. The rest of the details and all the components and everything will be in the description for those of you that want detailed written out specs on all of the stuff that we're using in these videos. We're about at 100 yards. We're going to be shooting 5 different groups, each with 3 rounds, and they're going to all have different powder charges. So we're going to be doing Benchmark 8208 4895 by Hodgdon, Vihtavuori N140, and Varget, and we're going to be shooting 3 rounds with each powder charge. Like I said, 5 groups at about 100 yards. So this target already has some groups on it. That's going to be the 168s that we just shot. We're going to continue on with the 175s. So ignore those unless you want to go back and watch that video to see which ones are which. We're not going to talk about them here. But we are going to start at the center diamond because it is still clean, and then we're just going to work our way down across the bottom. So starting off, we are going to be shooting 3 rounds with Benchmark at 38 grains. All right, 38 grains of Benchmark going into the center diamond here. 2365. 2367. 2372. Average muzzle velocity of 2368. Extreme spread of 7.4 and a standard deviation of 3. So the velocity spread was awesome. And the group wasn't half bad. So we're going to go ahead and move on. Next up is 41 grains of IMR 8208 XBR. 2522. 2550. 2515. Well, our group opened up there, and so did our velocity. So our average muzzle velocity was 2529, extreme spread of 36, and a standard deviation of 15.4. So not nearly as good as that first group on all accounts. Next up is 40 grains of H4895. We're going to be going for the bottom left diamond. 2449. 2435. I may have pulled that last one, but either way, that was still a darn good group. So 2457 was that last velocity. Average muzzle velocity of 2447, extreme spread of 22, and a standard deviation of 9. Paired with that group size, fantastic. I'll take it. So, just full disclosure, I'm not saying this as an excuse, I'm just kind of telling you guys. Sometimes I kind of have a hard time getting comfortable behind these guns because we go through so many different guns and calibers and cartridges and stuff on this channel. I pulled this scope and this stock off of another rifle. So we're actually borrowing the stock and scope off another rifle, and I didn't really set it up perfectly, so I'm having a kind of a hard time getting comfortable behind the gun, but I don't really have time to change it. So anyway, 42 grains of Vihtavuori N140 on the bottom of the center diamond. 2478. 2464. 2472. Average muzzle velocity of 2471, extreme spread of 14, and a standard deviation of less than 6. I do round these numbers, so they're not perfect because they are giving decimals, but nonetheless, very good velocity spread. Group was not bad. We're doing pretty good today. For a 308, I am super happy. I don't know what it is, but I just have a lot of trouble with 30 cals. It's some voodoo thing somebody put on me, so for this to be shooting like that, I'm actually pretty thrilled. Last up is 41.5 grains of Varget. Gonna be going for the bottom right diamond here. 2458. 2436. 2436. Well, we ended on a pretty good group. We had an average muzzle velocity of 2443, extreme spread of 22, and a standard deviation of 10. Overall, I'm pretty happy with this. The barrel action's running great. It's shooting good. I'm not gonna say it's shooting phenomenal, but we have only tried 2 bullets, a bunch of different powders, but 2 bullets, which is not much, and the barrel's basically brand new. So with all that being combined into one situation, not doing too bad, considering we're using new brass and everything. None of this is fire formed. Like, I'm very, very happy, honestly. I'm really surprised that that went as good as it did, because I just normally have terrible luck with anything 30 cal, so I was really happy to see that. But that's going to conclude today's video, so thank you guys for watching. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or whatever, drop a comment below and I will do my best to answer. With that being said, don't forget to glorify God in all that you do. Stay risen, take care, and we will see you in the next video.